Hello everybody, this is your host, Mick, and today I have a new gear alert for actually a multi-track mixer. So, just like how Zoom did the LiveTrak L6 Max, now we have the LiveTrak L12 next. Starting off, it is $6.99, and it's essentially their improved version of the L12. As you see, it still has 12 inputs, but they changed around the configuration of the front here, along with changing around the effects and monitoring suite here. I will be linking the video that Zoom did that goes over a little bit more, but we're just going to go ahead and talk about the new features real quick. So it is a compact 12-channel digital mixer with features you expect from a full-size mixer, which again, Zoom is one of the few ones that will actually do multi-track to SD, which is really nice if you like recording your stuff. It has high-quality 60mm faders and multifunction coders, giant hands-on access to gain, EQ, compression, panning, and synths, which, again, I do like about that is that I do prefer faders. Like on my Audiofuse 16 rig, I have a mini controller hooked up to it, so I can use the faders on it. And it has 8 upgrade low noise preamps with 70 decibels of clean gain and a high Z input, a pad switch, and 48 volt phantom power, which the 70 decibels of clean gain can work on the particular microphones, such as the Shure SM7B is usually a little bit low, which is why like a lot of people like putting cloud lifters on those. It has enough I/O to accommodate everything from solo performer to a small band, which of course having that many inputs would work, especially for a setup like mine where I have a bunch of synthesizers. At least I need to look into how well it would split, or if I can control 2 of the faders at once, given I have a lot of stereo instruments. And then onboard recorder effortlessly captures 14 individual tracks inside 24-bit 96 kilohertz quality, which is a little bit lower than my Audiofuse, but then again, that's very suitable. It has a 32-bit float master channel that delivers pristine clip-free results. It has a master compressor, which is actually very nice to have, and 16 onboard effects via 2 easily accessible parameter controls, which you can see on the thing. There's your little effects suite right there. And continuing on, has an overdub mode and the auto punch in and out to allow for precise layering and easy re-recording. Very nice. And file select button lets you load additional tracks to expand your mix, which I have watched in their video where you can have tracks already made. If you're working with someone else and it's formatted properly, you can start adding extra tracks in from other people that don't particularly have to be there. That's very nice. Stores up to 10 sync memory, saving fader positions, EQ, pan, mutes, effects, and more for easy recall, which for me personally would be very useful for live shows if I have a particular synth setup, so I can have different setups, like it says, scene memories, depending on what synths I hook up. And it has 14 and 4 out USB audio interface, provides streamlined recording to your computer or mobile device, which is very good. It could be a audio interface too. And then simultaneous recording to your DAW and an SD card. Doing both at once is very nice. Performs double duty as a control source for your favorite DAW, which that's they have plenty of features where if you just are working such an Ableton or something like that, that's very nice to be able to use this as essentially a Supreme Midi controller too. And it integrates seamlessly with streaming software, which if anyone uses something like OBS, I'm sure that would work. It has OLED and LEDs, just show everything with ease, which is one thing I really like faders, especially ones that show what I'm working on, as it's more tactile and works great. And it has iPad, Bluetooth, stuff like that, and it can do a foot switch to control effects. And it also has a rack mount adapter, sold separately. So I like this personally. I actually might consider this for a more easy to use travel mixer, just because for me, when I do performances, I have to unrack mount my Audiofuse and bring that back and forth. But I'll have to see when this gets more into the hands of people to see how well it works with that. Just because it is a pain in the rack mount, unrack mount, but the Audiofuse has so many features, especially after I Midi routed and all. Plus all the inputs, and I can chain and link things like that. It just doesn't have recording on the actual mixer itself. So that's why I've been looking into something like this, or the Audiofuse. But I mean, this is a very hard price to beat. But like I said, I'm going to leave the Zoom video that they did in the description so y'all can go watch that too. But this is just another new gear alert. For more synth news and gear alerts, just go ahead and like and subscribe and share this around with your friends who would also subscribe. But thanks for watching. This has been your host, Vic, once again. Bye.